Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One and my old barn door, and I just thought I would do a little craft with me today. I am working on the beginnings of my farm style embellishment books, and so I thought I would just turn the camera on and let you guys play along. And I'm making some tags. So I'm using these. I have just some plain white index cards, and so I'm going to use these to make some collage tags to go into the embellishment notebooks. And so I just thought I would just turn the camera on and play on camera. So that's what we're going to try and do today. So I'm going to use some book pages. I'm going to use some scrapbook paper. I have just some lined paper and things like that, just some little scraps. And then I have some of these that I thought would be cool to tear these out, since it's a farm style cookbook. And so I thought I would add some of those. And then I have this cute little fabric, just all kinds of little farm style fabric that I'm going to use on them. So, yeah. So we're just going to play around for a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do, I did want to tell y'all, I'm hoping to have the farm style kits finished by the end of next week. Hopefully sooner, but I don't want to rush myself. I want them to be super cute. So, we're going to do that. And I also spent the morning this morning adding some things to my shop. So, I'll show y'all real quick, if you don't mind, what I added, because it won't take but just a second. So I added some children's book page tags. And so they're just little tags like this in different sizes and shapes and styles. They're listed on my Etsy shop now. So just whatever kind of children's book pages I could come across, which I have a blue million children's books. So I just pulled a few out and started making some tags. And I'm going to make some more, but these are just, the first ones. So I have those listed in my shop. And then, of course, I have my children's book page envelopes, which you guys have seen. I love this one with the birds on it. How sweet is that? So I've listed some of these. I have a different variety of book page envelopes and things like that. So there's those. And then those are already listed in the shop as well, so you can go over and check those out. Then I also got in some new book pages. So I put those on. I know that I had the Edith Holden pages on there, and they sold out fairly quickly. So I have some more of the Edith Holden pages. Those are listed in my shop. And I also, in that same listing, I listed a couple of other book pages that are similar. So this one is called A Victorian Flower Album. It's by Henry Terry. And he just has beautiful, beautiful images. These are a little bit bigger than the Edith Holden pages. So if you want, like a variety of sizes, these are in there. They're in the same listing. So you just click on the little pop down menu, at the top when you're choosing. And you can choose the Henry Terry Victorian album pages. So that's a few of those. They're super, super pretty. And they kind of have the same kind of background as the Edith Holden. They're not as dark. I don't know if you can tell. But they're, they've got that dark coffee-stained, tea-stained style look. So I have those. And then also in that very same listing, I came across a Janet Marsh book. And it's in the same line as the Edith Holden and the Henry Terry type books. And so I added some of these in there in that same listing. And again, you can find it on the, look how pretty. You can find it on the drop down menu. Whoops, that one's upside down. No, it wasn't upside down. So, you know, they're just absolutely gorgeous. They're in her, they have her handwriting. I believe the copyright date on this one was 1979. So those are in there. They're in the same listing with the Edith Holden and the Henry Terry pages. So you just choose from the drop down menu. So I have those in there. And then I have some more altered paper clips. Let me see if I have any ready. I have just a few of these kind. I'm going to do, since I'm working, excuse me. Since I'm working on a farm style kit, I'm going to do some farm style altered paper clips. I don't have any of them done yet, and they're not in the shop yet. But I am planning on working on some of those and getting some of those in there. And then what else did I? Oh, I put some trims in there. So there's some trims. And what else did I put in there? Oh, I put some book page packs, like just vintage book pages. So I believe it's a set of 50 that you can get in that pack. And that way, because I do thrift shop a lot, and I get a lot of old books and music, and you know, like pages like this, little dictionary pages. Just a massive variety of books I have at my house. So I thought I would share them with you guys so that y'all don't have to go out and buy them. You know, you can just get a variety pack from me so that you don't have to have, you know, it's 50 pages, so you don't have to have 50 books sitting in your house in the way. I'm actually looking for another bookcase now. I haven't found one that's decent yet, but I'm trying to find a bookcase that I can put just, you know, my books that I want to use for these purposes on. So, yeah. So that's a work in progress. So anyways, those are the new items that are in my shop, and you guys go over and check them out if you want to. And oh, one other thing that I'm going to be adding, y'all are going to love this. You're going to absolutely love this. I'm going to add some fabric. I'm going to have different types of packs of fabric, and let me show you what I got yesterday. So I found this fabric and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's very expensive fabric, but look at how stinking cute that fabric is. I love it. So I'm going to be putting some of that in my shop, and then all of this is going to go with the farm, you know, go along with the farm style kit. So let me move my coffee so we don't get, I know we love coffee stained fabric, but we don't want it with coffee creamer in it, right? So let me move that so it doesn't spill all over the place. So yeah, check out this. Do you guys love that or what? Can you see that okay? I am so excited about this. This cost me an arm and a leg. But I had to have it. So I don't have very much of it, but I am going to put a little bit. I'm going to try to not hoard it and put a little bit in my shop. So there will be that. And then there is this one. Y'all, do you love this or what? How stinking cute is this? So yeah, I love this one. It's got, you know, all the farm stuff on it. It's got the tractor and the rooster and farm fresh eggs and milk, and yeah, so I'm super excited about this one. So that one I'm gonna try and not hoard and share in my shop. And then I have this one that is so stinking cute. Look at the roosters and the chickens. Do you love those or what? I think it is so adorable. So I'm gonna put some of that in. And then I found this one. I love, 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 love this one. How pretty is that? And even though it's got the pumpkins, it's, you know, so it could be used for fall, but it also has the sunflower, and the little picnic basket, so it could be used for summer. I mean, it could be used for anything. It could use for spring or farm or whatever. So I love, love, love the roosters and the chickens. So I'll be putting some of that in the shop. And then I found this one. I love, love, love this one. This one would actually go super cute, but I didn't get it in time. But it would go super cute with those retro embellishment books that I just did. The retro 50s ladies cookbook embellishment books that I just did. But I don't get disappointed because in a little while, I don't know, you know, I've got all these projects going, but eventually I'm going to come back with that style of an embellishment kit, and I'll add some of this fabric to it because it is just so stinking cute. So yes, those are the fabrics that I found. I was so excited when I found them. And I'm messing it up. It was folded so neatly, and now I messed it up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so those are the fabrics that you'll be seeing in my shop. And like I say, they're not in there yet. I've just been really, really busy trying to get some things done, and I haven't had an opportunity to put them in there yet, but they will be going in there hopefully sometime next week. So keep an eye out for those. So anyways, thanks for being patient with me while I showed y'all my new goodies. I'm kind of excited about it because I had fun putting the new things in my shop. So let's get started on some tags. And I think what I want to do is just make some collage type tags. So we're going to use some of these little dictionary pages. This is from some of those little, well, hang on and I'll show you. Okay, so it's like the Golden Book Illustrated Dictionary. This is volume 2. These are a whole set. I wish I could find the whole set. I would love to get the whole set. But this is copyright date 1961. So it's a really good old vintage book. And if you buy the book packs, it's a possibility you'll have some of these pages in there too. So yeah, so we're going to use some of those. And then I have some of this. This paper, I don't know if you can tell, it looks like a handmade paper. I'm not sure if it is or not. But I found this nappy looking little photo album. I mean, it was so bad that it even had just like a pine tree stick that was tied together on the front of it, holding the binding together. But this paper was in it, and so I found it at the thrift store for, I don't remember how much it was, a couple bucks. And it didn't have a whole lot of pages in it, but it had some and enough to, you know, use. So I snatched it up. So we'll use some of this. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to make some collage-like tags. So I'm going to scoot this stuff over. Because basically when you do this collage type stuff, you're just going to have piles of stuff everywhere. So you're just going to have to deal with it. And then I have, this is just the back of a paper pack. And so I always sit it down when I'm going to do my gluing. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, get plenty of glue sticks. Because I go through the glue sticks like crazy when I'm doing this collaging stuff. So I'm just going to throw my glue down. And we'll just make, you know, maybe a couple tags or so. I won't keep y'all a real long time. I just wanted to come on here and talk to my friends and say hi and play around for a little bit. And I appreciate you letting me show you the new stuff that I put in my shop. Because, you know, I mean, y'all don't know unless I tell you that it's in there. So, unless you, you know, constantly go to my shop. And I know we all have better things to do with our time than constantly be looking. Which, you know, I love to shop. So, let me rephrase that. I love to shop online. I despise shopping otherwise. However, I do like I like thrift store shopping. You put me in a thrift store and I'll be in there all day long. You put me in a mall and I'm running as fast as I can to get in and get out. I hate a mall with a passion. I hate department stores. I hate Walmart. So yeah, but you put me in a thrift store and I love it. So sometimes if I have a difficult time trying to tear these, I'll just use my ruler. Because I actually want to use dairy. I want to use dairy cattle. And I want to use Daisy on some of these cards. So, these were some really cute illustrations. And I think I might actually use, daffodils. This is my favorite flower on the planet. One of my favorite flowers on the planet. So, I'm going to use the daffodils. And I want to use the dahlias because I love dahlias. And I always, when I plant my garden, I plant dahlias around my garden too. Well, dahlias and zinnias. Zinnias are the main one, but deer do not like zinnias. So, if you put the zinnias around your garden, it kind of helps to keep the deer out of them. So, let me just go ahead and tear these while I'm at it. I'm still fighting with my voice, trying to get it back to normal. I'm telling you, this stuff lingers and it takes forever to go away. So, for all of those of you out there who have been sick with this crud, I'm so sorry. Because it is not fun. It has been such a pain for me trying to get over it. Alright, so I guess I should have been a little more prepared before I came online. Or on the video to do this, but I wasn't really thinking about having to do all this tearing. So, okay, so I want to use this on here, but I want some things behind it, so I want a little color behind it. So let's use the red pigs. I can't remember where I even got this paper from, but it's super cute. I love the little pigs. So we're going to tear the edge first. Can y'all see okay? I'm sorry, I'm not even paying attention. Let's do about right here. And then I don't want the square edges. I want it all ripped, torn, jagged edges. So we'll put this right here. And I am just gluing and playing, so if you're bored, I'm sorry. I just mainly came on to say hi, and I love y'all. I know the last few videos that I've done have been, you know, showing you things that's in my shop, which that's all good and great, you know, and I need to do those, but at the same time, I'm sure y'all get tired of, you know, seeing those kind of videos all the time, so I like to do fun stuff too. So, okay, so we're going to do the cows. So, I hope that y'all are looking forward to the farm kits. They're going to be cookbook type kits, like farm and garden, so to speak, with cookbooks. So, I've already got either 3 or 4 people on the list who wants one. So if you want one, let me know so that I know how, you know, exactly how many I need to make for y'all, because I want as many people as possible to be able to get one. You know, I do have a limited supply of things to go in them, but I do want y'all to be able to get them. So let's see. I want something else right up here. Oh, I know. Let's find some pretty fabric to go on there. Let's add some blue in, because let's add some blue flowers, because I don't have any blue in here. That one's too big. I actually think I want to do like let's do a piece of lace. I want a longer piece than that. So we could do, at the top, we could do like a piece of lace right here. And then this little piece of blue fabric. I want something right there. What do I want right there? That's too big. Let me think. I have all this cute little fabric down in here. Okay, here's a skinny one. We could do that one. So we could do that over that way a little bit and that right there. And then, let me see. Y'all, I still have my sewing journal kit that I've got to do. I am so behind on everything. I have so much that I need to get done. Okay, so here's some little cards and stuff that I think I'd like to use. So let's just look through here and see what we got. Oh my goodness, I have so much stuff. So this is why I have an issue, because maybe I just need to put something up under there, like some ledger paper or something. Let's try that. I just didn't like that white spot under there. Let's try some ledger. Don't throw away your little pieces because you can use them. Let's put him on here and see how he looks. I don't want to cover up my definition. Okay, now let's see what this is going to look like. So I like that sticking out the top. And then if we put, I want to scoot that up a little bit more. And then if we put this here and that there, that'd be cute. So I'm going to sew these on. But I'm thinking, I don't know if I want a tag, you know, like the little ribbon sticking out the top. But I kind of like it with just this. Alright, so hang on and let me sew it and let me... Do we want this on here or not? No. I think I just want this. Alright, hang on and let me sew it. I'll be right back. Okay. So I did the sewing on it. So what I did, I just did a little bit of a zigzag stitch across the top. And that holds all three of these fabrics in. And then I just did some straight stitching around this just to kind of bring it to a focal point. So you have, this is the front of the tag. And you can cut the strings off if you want to. I like the strings. I leave the strings. I think they add to it. Now if they're super long like this one, I'll trim them off a little bit. But so there you have a journal card. You can actually write on the front of this. You know, you can write in these spaces here. You can actually use a marker and write there, but then you can journal on the back. And even though it's sewn on, you can still journal on this page. You just have to kind of, you know, journal in between the stitching, but you can still journal on it. Or if you don't like it that way, you know, you can add you know, like a piece of this. You can add that to the back if you prefer that. But I just kind of, I like leaving them like this because I like the look of this. So you'll get some of these, maybe one or two or so of these in your farm embellishment book. So yeah, and then you can make any additions or changes you want to. It's yours, so you do what you want to with it. So there's one. Let's make another one. I think this one's two. Let's see. Should we do two together to make it a little... I mean, that's pretty sturdy. Once you get your collaging done, it's a pretty sturdy tag. So you really don't have to put two together. I'm always just a freak about it. And I just want to make sure that, you know, you have a good sturdy surface to work on. Alright. So I think I do want to add some of this on here. So let's just rip him down here, because I like having it to where you can write on, you know, the front and the back piece. So let's see. Let's rip across there. So we'll go ahead and put this one on. I guess I tend to go to the left side since I'm left-handed, so I always kind of start on the left side of the tag when I'm doing my clusters or collaging, or, you know, not clusters, because clusters is just one piece. But so let's just put him on here, and he's a little crooked, but that's okay because I like things wonky. I don't like things perfect. I like things a little sideways. You know what I mean? It just adds character. And it just adds a little something to it. Alright, so we're going to do the daisies on this one. And then I have some cute little, yeah, let's use this. I have this cute little paper that we can use. Let's start at the bottom. So I'm just going to tear, and this is a good thick paper, so it's actually, it makes it a little harder to tear it when it's, you know, when it's thicker paper like this. Where are we on our time? We're at 26 minutes. Okay, I'll hurry so we can get this tag done, and just have us a 30-minute video. Sorry guys. You know, and I was going to let y'all know too, I have not forgot about my friend journal. I have just been slammed and haven't had time to play in my friend journal, but I'm going to. I promise you. We are going to keep working in the friend journal. Okay, this is too big of a piece, so I want to make him smaller. Alright. So if we do it like that, and then I think I want to put some fabric over here. Let's put some colorful, pretty fabric. Something for me. Ooh, super cute. Okay. Maybe I want to put this under here. And of course trim it down, but I don't want them all lined up. So I tend to get a little bit too picky sometimes, but I don't really like for it to be all lined up. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. Now, this fabric, I had actually, somehow, somewhere, I had glued it on to something else, and I had to take it off for some reason. I can't remember why. But it's just been sitting in a drawer, and I thought, I can use that on these tags and make them cute. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know where that came from. We're just going to use a little Fabri-Tac here. I mean, you can use a glue stick on the fabric if you need to, but I just had my Fabri-Tac sitting right there, so I used it. Let's put the lid on before he gets all goopy, as Mom says. Mom says, ooh, it's goopy. We got glue boogers. Alright. So, I'm almost... I like this. Let's just see what we can do with it. We're just going to glue them down, because if I keep thinking about it, it'll take me forever. And I like doing these because you don't really have to think a whole lot about them. I want something with some color in there. I want... What do I have? Let's get a piece of this. This is actually graphic 45 paper. You know what I want to do? I know why I'm having an issue now. because this is not standing out as much as I want it to. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to ink the edges of it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hurry. I know we're at 30 minutes now, so it won't take but just another minute or so for me to get through this one. And then we'll stop the video, and that way it don't take me forever to load it, you know, all that good stuff. Now, I think that's going to work better because it just makes it stand out a little better. Okay, I like that. So let's go with that. Get him glued on. Now this is just a cheap old little glue stick that I got from the Dollar General called Imagine, I think it's an S on the end, glue stick. They're just the little cheap ones. I don't really like them a whole lot though, so because they dry out fast and it's harder to get your glue on it. I guess it would help if I wouldn't leave it sitting with the lid off of it. That would probably help it out a lot. Now I want something up here, and I want something with some color. So let me see what I've got. What do we have? No, I don't like that. This is how I do it when I do my collaging. I don't know how that wound up in there. No, I don't like that. I think I want some... No, that's not the right color red. I have a piece in here somewhere that's got red on the back. Why am I not finding it? Oh, here we go. Oh. I'm going to try this. We'll see how we get with it. I don't have very much of this paper yet. I mean, left, so I was kind of hoarding it with the roosters on it. But I kind of like this on here. So I'm trying to decide how I want it with this on the side. I mean, I can have more than one piece of fabric on here, right? I don't want that one. It needs a different color. Okay. Let's try some blue stars. That one's too big. I'm almost there, guys. Now you can tear that, but it would be hard to tear that little bitty tiny piece, so I just went ahead and cut it. Alright, so I'm just going to put glue stick on this because I'm going to sew him. I'll run a stitch through it. I hate covering up my chickens. I need some more of this paper, but I don't remember where I got it. Okay. All right. I know what I want on this. So let's just put us a little tag up here. I'm going to staple him on because I like the look of the staples. So we'll staple him down, and then I want to add a button. What kind of button do we have? Neither one of those colors is the right color. I like that different color blue because it just adds something different. And then, let me see, I've got some of this. Some of this little red and white twine will run through the buttonholes. It's a little bitty piece, so it's a little hard to hold on to. I think I'm going to have to trim that one off a little bit so I can get it to go through the hole. Okay. So now we'll just tie them in a little knot. And I don't want them to be that long. So let's just trim them off a little. Excuse me. And we will hot glue him if I can clean off the glue off the end of my glue gun. Has seen its better days. But that's okay. It means it's a happy glue gun because it's being used. Okay. Excuse me. So there we have another one of our little scrappy tags. And I may or may not. Well, let's just try it. I ain't going to be happy till I do. Let's round the corners and see what we look like. Excuse the sirens. Yeah, I like that. So that's a super cute little tag. And then, again, you can write on the back. You know, you can decorate on the front. You can write on the front. You can do whatever you want to because it'll be your sweet little tag. So, there is a couple of the little collage tags for the farmhouse or farm and garden, cookbook embellishment folder or book or whatever you want to call it. So, that gets us started. So, I'll be working on these for quite a while tonight. And some other things to go in there. So I have a little list of stuff that I'm going to put in there. So hopefully, again, like I say, I'm hoping that I'll have it finished by the end of next week. So y'all be looking out for those. They're coming up. I'm also going to have, I'm going to work on this little sewing journal. And I'm going to work on some sewing embellishment kits. And I have some really cool floral stuff coming up too. So y'all just keep your eyes out because it's going to be fun. All right. I hope I didn't bore you too long. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button because it does help. It's really not a big deal, but it does help. I mean, it is a big deal, but you know what I mean. I'm just going to shut up now because I'm putting my foot in my mouth. So, like and subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. Leave any comments or questions that you have below. And thanks for watching, you guys. I hope y'all have a great Friday afternoon. Big hugs.